So I started a new book today. Um, I read three indie books so far and one non-indie book, but that's because I had it on hold on Libby and it came in, and so I just read it because, uh, it was gonna go back, and I've been waiting for this for months. There's no way I was gonna wait any longer. Um, so yeah, but three indie books so far. That's pretty good, and I have four left, and they're all part of the same series. So yay. Um, so this should go by pretty fast. Whew. It's late. I'm tired. It's 11:10 p.m. on the 21st. So I still have like a week and a half. I think I can finish these books. They are thicker than the other books. They're definitely a lot thicker than Squeak. That was pretty thin, and then Malediction and Cascade were not too big, not compared to these, but I still think I can. Um, I hope to finish. I started this book, and I am today, and I am on page 10. Yeah, page 10, chapter 10, page 161, and it is The Lost King, Book 1 in the Warriors of Rhea. This is probably one of the indie books that's been on my TBR the longest. And I bought books 1 and 2 in my old house a while ago. Um, but I hadn't gotten to them because, life and stuff, and then life got hectic and I still hadn't got to them. But then I knew I wanted to read them. My mom bought me books 3 and 4 for my birthday in December. So I was like, yeah, I can finally read them. I have all the books that are published. There's only one more book that's gonna come out in the series. Um, so I have most of the books, and yay! So I'm excited to finally get into this because I have been wanting to read this for such a long time, and I'm already really enjoying it. I like Lauren's character. I like Val too. The other characters I'm not sure about because it's only in Lauren and Val's POVs at the moment. Um, and I feel like we haven't really gotten too much of the other characters yet. Not her dad or his brother or mom or sister. So because of that, I'm not sure. Um, I'm still not that far into it, but she's learning a lot of her secrets from her past and trying to learn how to live in this world when especially since she found out that her family is nobles of this world, and so she gets all these privileges she's never had in the past, and it's very different. She's adjusting, especially since they she has these special gifts that she has to learn how to control now and figure out. And so yeah, it's been a lot of fun, and I love these fantasy adventures. They're definitely my thing. Anyone who knows me knows that this is right up my alley, so I have been loving it. And yeah, I'm really enjoying it so far. I'm like I said, I'm on page 161. I was wanting to get to at least page 200 because page 200 is like at the very end of a chapter, so that'd be perfect too. Where's past it? Page 200 starts chapter 12. So that'd be perfect. And it's not that much, but at the same time, I'm also getting tired. So it's like, do I want to read this or do I just want to read it tomorrow? Which I'm probably leaning towards tomorrow because I'm doing a whole bunch of other stuff with scheduling because I'm going to be starting live shows um, on my channel next month on Saturdays for where I'll interview indie authors. And so because of that, I am I am really trying to get all that situated. Um, I don't want to procrastinate and then have to figure it out at the end of this month or beginning of next month. I just want it all done. I have the questions I'll ask the authors down, and I already have some people who's interested, so trying to give out dates and trying to schedule the dates for Saturdays. So yeah. Um, so I'm trying to do that before I go to bed and have it all ready for so I don't have to worry about it until I have more people interested. So yeah, but so I probably won't get any more reading done tonight. Um, My sister is over here reading with me. Yeah. Hello. She's reading one of my books. A Jasmine Press series. She just finished book 1 and she started book 2. But I think she's about done for the night. Didn't you say you were just gonna read chapter 1 and then you were done? Chapter 1, yeah. Yeah. So yeah, we're both done and tired for the night. But how are you liking my book? Um, this one? Or the series so far? I like it. um, yeah, she's new to reading. She was never much of a reader in the past, but she likes reading. She prefers like graphic novels and mangas and stuff like that, but she's reading my books because I'm her sister and she pretends to love me. I'm kidding. We tease. It's an inside joke. But anyways, yeah, so anyways, I love this book so far. Like I said, I'm not that far into it, and um I've always said that the beginning of books, especially fantasy books, are always more on the slower side because they have to be explaining and getting the adventure started, which I'm okay with because then once it gets into it, it gets really good and it's interesting, and I want to know what's gonna happen next. I want to know um all these little things and like she's discovering her past and how to live in this world, and it's intriguing. So yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. I hope to finish this book over the weekend. Honestly, I think I can. Um, so that is my plan. I want it done by Sunday, which I think I can. And then I can start book 2 whenever Monday, Tuesday, whenever I get in the mood. But yeah, like I said, I want to finish these 4 books this month. That is the plan. Will it happen? We shall see. I have no idea. But I'm gonna try. So yeah, I'm liking it and but I'm done for the night. I want to finish the scheduling and then I'll probably go to bed. Once the scheduling of the dates are done. Well, at least I'm gonna shoot these people messages. It depending on where they are, it could be late for them too, so they may not get it till the morning. But at least have the messages done, and then I can worry about the rest of the scheduling in the morning if some people don't respond, which will probably happen. I know I'm texting someone right now about scheduling, so yeah. Uh, Ow, that was not smart. But yeah, so I'm enjoying it and I cannot wait to continue tomorrow. Ow, I keep hurting myself. I hit my laptop this time. I feel tired but energetic at the same time. It's weird. You don't make sense. Well, you either. Shut up. Okay, so apparently I just keep hurting myself, so I'm gonna stop now. But I'll update you when I have more read and let you know what my thoughts are and how I am liking it and so on. Until next time. So it is what? 22nd. It's 9:31 p.m. I'm done reading for the day, but I read a lot. A lot. I started this book. Lost King Warriors Bria yesterday, and as my last update, I think I said where I left off, which was page 161. And I didn't even start it till the afternoon. But now I am on page 401 out of what 475, I believe. So about 75 pages left. I considered finishing it today, but I started feeling not that well, so I was like, I'll just finish last 75 tomorrow. I don't know if I'm gonna start book 2 tomorrow. It depends on my mood. If I want to read, I might write because I haven't been able to write much recently because of things, life and stuff. So after I finish this book, I may wait a day to start that one so that I can get some writing done. But I am excited to start it because I've been loving this book. I'm still 75 pages away, but I'm probably gonna end up rating it 5 stars. I'm loving it. And the way it ended, I kind of want to find out what happened, but at the same time, I don't want to read anymore tonight. I read a lot today, and I'm tired, and I kind of just want to lay down. Like I said, I started feeling unwell earlier, stomach ache, nauseous, and lightheaded. All came at once, all of a sudden. I have no idea why. It's all gone now, all of it. It was really weird. Only lasted a few hours, but I still don't want to finish the book tonight. Now I'm tired, as you can see, that since I'm yawning, and I kind of just want to relax and um watch some TV. Maybe I'll eat something because I'm kind of hungry. Um, and then yeah, just relax for the rest of the night, unwind, and yeah, tomorrow I might try to get a lot of writing done. We, like I said, this month has been hard and stressful for the most part, or I say half the month because the beginning half the month was fine, but reading has helped. I've been getting a lot of reading done, so yay. Like I said, I already read 4 books, right? Yeah, 4 books this month, and then I have this book and then these 3, so maybe I can finish. Jeez, I'm tired. Okay. Um, so I can maybe I can finish them all this month and have 8 books done. That would be nice. But no promises. We shall see. I do want to finish these books this month, and my reading has been really great. So I think I can. We'll see. It depends. But yeah. So that is my plan. I'm gonna finish this book tomorrow and then maybe at least start book 2, depending on how book 1 ends. If it's something like I need to know what happens right now, I might read at least the first couple of chapters. It also depends on my mood. Who knows how big of a reading mood I will be in tomorrow? Just because I was in one today doesn't mean I'll be in one tomorrow. You never know. And like I said, I do want to try to get some writing done. I don't know how well that's going to go because I have to write on a phone instead of my laptop right now because we don't have internet. But this phone has internet, so I've kind of been on that. Um, so that's been fun. um, and it's harder to write on a phone than it is a laptop, but I'm going to try and see how well that goes for me. But yeah. So I will update you tomorrow on how my reading goes and let you know what I think when I finish the book. I'm excited, so yeah, let's do this. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Hi, it's Bright. So ignore the that because it's Bright. But I finished. It is the next day. I said last night when I was making an update up that like what 75 pages left, and I finished it today. And yeah, it's 2:11 p.m. so I finished it rather early. Um, and I loved it. I haven't done the rating or review yet, but I'm about to. Once I do this, I want to film a review, which will be late as well, because things are just stressful over here, so I'll get the video out as soon as possible. Probably won't be for a week or so, but I want to at least film so that because then I can film it when the book is still fresh in my mind. Because I don't want to start book 2 and then have like books 1 and 2 in my mind when I try to do this review. But yeah, but I'm going to rate it 5 stars, and it was just so good. I loved Lauren's character and Val's character and their relationship. Baden, I wasn't sure about when he was first introduced, but he grew on me. I liked his friendship with Lauren. Um, so their friendship was nice. I also like this book gave me some Avatar Last Airbender vibes. Um, because first of all, certain people can control certain elements, and then I guess Lauren was kind of like the Avatar. I mean, she doesn't control all the elements, but she has different abilities, and it's very rare to find someone with that's has her abilities, which is a night warrior. So there's that. Um, and Master Jahira, I hope I'm saying that name right. She reminded me so much of Toph. Like seriously, she reminded me of Toph. She is just so well, anyone who's seen After the Last Airbender understands how Toph is. Toph is just tough and strong and capable, and despite appearances and stuff. But there's also this one line that gave me strong Toph vibes, and it's when I think it was Val who told Lauren that some people suspected that um, Master Chihira could feel other people's movements through the earth, which is how she always like knew. That's how she's like unbeatable. She always knew when people was coming from and stuff. And I was like, that's tough right there. So fans of After Our Last Airbender, definitely check this out because I definitely gave you some vibes from that. But I loved uh I loved it, and I cannot wait for book two, which I probably won't start today, even though this book did leave off a cliffhanger, just because I want to get a lot of writing done, or try to at least. So yeah, but definitely check out this book, The Warriors of Bria. This book one is called The Lost King. I definitely highly recommend it. It's really good.
Hi, I forgot to update you yesterday on, I think it was yesterday, it might have been the day before. Yeah, I think it's the day before because I've been sick the last couple of days, so I haven't really done any reading. But I was able to get started on book two. I will not be able to finish the series this month like I wanted because it's the 28th and there's 30 days this month. Or 31, something like that. I'm almost done. I might be able to finish book two, but I will not be able to finish books three or four. And yeah, but that's okay because this month has been very hard, struggling, and now that I got sick, things are not looking great. Still gonna try to at least finish this book this month, but I'm not gonna try to force myself to finish these two, especially since I'm still trying to get better from being sick. So I'm gonna rest today. Hopefully, feel better tomorrow to get some of this done. We shall see. But I do want this book at least done this month. Um, but I still did pretty well despite how much we were struggling this month, and how hard and stressful this month was. So I'm very happy with what I end up reading anyways. I will be finishing the series next month, no doubt. This will be the first thing on my TBR next month to finish the series, which will be books 3 and 4. I also have an ARC book I want to read afterwards, which is also from no, well, an ARC. So he sent me the email document of his book, so I'm going to read that after I finish the series, which is also an indie book. I was hoping to squeeze in this month, but since I can't even finish the series, that's not gonna happen. Um, but I got to page 107, I think. Yeah, 107, chapter 8, which isn't bad. I read that in one sitting, and yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. I like what I've read. They're on their way to meet the Master of Night, which is the book title for book two. So the Master of Night. And yeah. Um so yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. I'm liking what I'm reading and I'm excited to continue. I'll let you know when I finish it and how it's going.
Hello, this is my sister. We call her Pain in the Butt. She's also a drama queen. We call
No,
her
I am not. Tight a little drama queen.
Little means a lot.
No,
Anyways, we are reading. You want to show her the book you're reading?
no. Yeah.
I we're reading together. We like to read together because I finally got her into reading, and now she loves to read. I'm very proud of myself for getting this one to read because she used to never read.
Yeah, I used to hate it so much.
That's because it was really a chore. She struggled with learning how to read, but once I taught her how to read, she loves it. And she's reading one of my books. This is the prequel to my first series, Jasmine Press, so she's almost done with my first series, and she plans to read the rest of my books.
Yeah.
Because she's an awesome sister. I'm currently reading. I'm continuing this book. I actually started a couple months ago, but then life got in the way, and what was it, May? I ended up not reading at all because I was trying to finish my book that I was writing. And then June, I wanted to read only Pride books for Pride Month. So I'm finally continuing this book. I've already read about 50 pages tonight. What? What? I read about 50 pages tonight. I was at like page 107. Now I'm on page 151. No, yeah, 151.
Okay.
And I want to read at least another 50 pages tonight, if not more. It depends on how late it is, because it's already 9:15 p.m. and how much of a reading mood I'll be in. So it depends on all that if I will read past 15 more pages. But I want to at least get to page 200, or I actually want to finish up to. She's weird. Don't mind her. I
So
want
rude.
to. There's like 30. There's 30 chapters besides the not including the epilogue. So I want to at least get past chapter 15, which I'm trying to figure out. So that would be reading until page 218. What are you doing?
Nothing.
Page 218.
No, 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 please.
Okay, so I want to get to at least page 218 tonight. I will see about reading more. It depends on how into the book I get and how late it is and how much of a reading mood I am, how tired I am. So it depends on all those factors. But I do want to at least get to page 218 tonight, at the very least.
I didn't understand that.
I want to get to page 218 at least.
Okay.
But I may read more depending on my mood.
Okay.
So, um, and yeah, so I definitely I hope to finish it tomorrow. No promises, because I'm also trying to finish this novella I'm currently writing and get it off to my beta reader. So, um, we shall see. But I do want to finish this book. Hopefully tomorrow. Maybe if I can't, maybe I'll read a little bit extra tonight so that I have less to read tomorrow. It, like I said, it depends on my mood. But so that is what I'm reading and how the reading is going, and I will update you later on how much I end up actually reading tonight. I talk with my hands and she's mimicking me because she is weird.
No, no, no. I
And
wasn't doing that. I mean,
so thank you. I will update you soon. Hey, so I forgot to update you last night. It is 2:04 p.m. I don't know how much I'll be able to get done because I forgot last night when I was talking about my reading plan today that I have an author interview tonight at 6. Um, but I think I can finish it by then. I still have several hours, and I started reading kind of early-ish. I mean, I didn't wake up until almost noon, and then I ate lunch and watched an episode of the TV show I've been rewatching with my mom while I ate. So and then after that, we started reading, um, and I got to where I wanted to get to, page 218 last night before I went to bed. I forgot to update. I started writing a little bit and I ended up being up really late, working on a couple edits as well. So made lots of progress. But now I am on page 247 and I do hope to finish this today. So I'll definitely keep updating you and let you know if I do end up. I'll try to update before the author interview, and let you know if I finished. And I may or may not finish it before the author interview, but the author interview usually doesn't last more than an hour, and it doesn't usually even get to a full hour. It's usually like 45 minutes at most. So um, after that, I'll probably eat dinner, and then I can finish reading the book if I didn't finish before the author interview, so I'll let you know how that goes. Hey, so I finished the book. Put it over here on my little table with my other books that I'm planning on reading. Um, I just finished this just a few minutes ago. I have not yet reviewed it, but I'm about to. I just finished it, and I was checking some notifications because my phone's been charging. And since I've been reading and I ate dinner, I had a lot of Twitter notifications that I had yet to check. Um, but I loved it. The ending, and I'm so excited for book 3. Which I hope to pick up tomorrow. I don't think I'll be reading any more today. Um, because I kind of want to write. But I hope to pick it up tomorrow and read at least 100 pages tomorrow. We'll see. Like I said, it always depends on my mood. But um, I love this. I'm going to be reviewing it. I'm going to be doing like an author interview in like 10 minutes. So I'm going to review it after my author interview. So that review should come up no later than tomorrow, I'm hoping. So keep an eye out for a review for book 2. I've already did a review for book 1. And now I'm gonna do. I usually don't do book reviews, as you might notice. I did when I first started this channel, but reviews typically aren't my favorite type of video to film, so I usually don't. I only do I mean, I always review them like on Amazon and Goodreads, but like filming reviews on my channel, I don't usually do unless it's it for an indie book because I like to try to shout out these amazing indie books I'm reading and let people know about them. So I do review indie books. So definitely look out. So there'll be a lot of reviews coming this month since I'm reading indie books. Um, I know several reviews came out in April because I was reading a lot of indie books then too, and now I'm reading a lot of indie books now. And I just got Kindle Unlimited. I never planned on getting Kindle Unlimited because I prefer reading physically. I do have Libby where I can read audiobooks every so often if I can't get a hold of the book I really want to read at that moment. But that's really the only time I really use it. Um, and it's gonna be the same way with Kindle Unlimited. I'm broke right now. I don't know when I'll get money, but this way I can read as many indie books as I want whenever I want to read them. So I figured, yay, now I can read other books because um, I know there's one book I want to read after I read all the books I plan to read this month that sounds really good, but I don't own it and I can't get it, and I'm hoping it's on Kindle Unlimited, and then I can just read it that way, and I can still support the author and still be able to read it before I can actually buy it, because I'll probably eventually buy the physical book as well, because I just like having the physical book. It's a thing I have. I'm much more a physical reader than an ebook or audiobook reader, but every so often I will if I really want to read the book and I can't get to it at the time. So yeah. So um but I love this book. I'm about to review it on Amazon and Goodreads, and I'll be filming a review after the interview, which like I said I'm hoping will come out tomorrow. So keep your eyes out on that. I don't know, maybe I'll get it out today. It's kind of late, but I might be able to get it out today. So keep your eyes out for that. And I will update you when I start book three. So this is gonna be a very long vlog because I have a lot of indie books I'm trying to read right now. uh,
Hi. So I read a new book in 2 days. It was not on my TBR, but I just got Kindle Unlimited, and I never planned to get it because I don't read too much ebooks or audiobooks, only once in a blue moon, really. I mean, it's a bit more these days, but that's just because I'm broken. This way I can read books that I really want to read without having to buy them right away when I can't buy them. I mean, eventually I probably will buy them because I prefer having the physical book. I like having the physical book, and when I reread, I'll probably want to reread with the physical book because I prefer reading physically than ebooks or audiobooks. There's nothing wrong with them, of course. It's just my personal preference. Um, so I read the book 4 and the Shadowrun Chronicles, Mariel. I think I'm saying that name right. I hope I am. Um, which I've done book reviews for the other books. I think for at least the first two. I'm not sure if I did a book review for the third book, to be honest. But it's been a while since I read them because I haven't been able to get the fourth book for a while. And the fifth book, I think it is going to come out at the end of this year. So yeah, and um, so since I have KU, I finally was able to read it, which I haven't been able to read it, even though it's been published for a little while now. But I haven't been able to buy it, and I figured I would try to read it on KU. So I decided to look it up, and the Shadowrun Chronicles, all of them were on KU. So I was able to get the fourth book and read it. I read most of it yesterday. I wanted to finish it yesterday in one day, but then I ended up watching some TV with my mom, and um, it was late, and I was tired anyways, and I was like, I don't want to finish it. So I decided to finish the rest of it today. And I enjoyed it. I rated it 5 stars. I reviewed it on Amazon and Goodreads, and I liked it. So tomorrow I want to start because I meant to start already, but I have yet to actually do it. Um, if I can even reach it, it's on my table over here. Book 3 in Warriors of Bria. It's the 12th. So I'm trying to finish all these indie books this month. I don't know if I'll be able to because I've also been writing a lot. But I have maybe I'll take a little break from writing for like a week. Um,
I don't know if I can do that, to be honest. I need to write like constantly, or I go through withdrawals. I have a writing addiction. But um, I just published a novella, and I have finished another novella and have it off to the editor. And another novella is started because there's gonna be a lot of novellas for this for the Realm Monster series, and I'm trying to do a lot of the novellas as well as work on book 3 of the Realm Monster trilogy. So I've been writing a lot. But I want to get a lot of reading done, especially indie books. Maybe next month I could take another month off reading because even though I love reading, I can go longer without reading than I can without writing. Um, but yeah, so I don't know, but I do want to finish these indie books. Um I have this one, the fourth one, because those are all that's out so far. Because the fifth one is not out yet. And then what else did I want to read this month? King's Rise, which I have the art copy, books 2 and 3, the Mantis variant, which was kind of last minute because I wasn't expecting getting the art copies of those. After I finished this one, I was raving about it and telling the author how much I loved it and how I cannot wait till I can get books 2 and 3. And he was like, I can send them to you already. I was like, okay, great. This way I don't have to buy them, but I can read them because I really don't want to wait to read them because I really was enjoying them. But since I started the series first, I wanted to, and I also was enjoying this one when I had to stop. I'm really enjoying this one too. I loved it and I want to continue. So, trying to balance 2 series at once that I'm enjoying. um, but yeah, so I'm gonna finish these two, then finish books 2 and 3 of the Mantis variant. Book 4 I think is now finished, but I don't think he's actually edited yet, so it might still be a little bit before it's out. And then I have King's Rise. Well, like I said, I'll probably read, and then which I have the off copy of, and then I have B, which I also have the physical copy of here. So I have B that I can read. Um, and all these books are high up on my TBR list anyways, which is why I'm taking the time to read all my indie books because they're all very, very high. I think they're all like at the top of the books that I'm most anticipated for. So, because I've been really wanting to read indie books lately. Even though I have TV books that I own that's been on my TBR much longer, and I still haven't read, which I probably should. But I want to read these, so I'm going to read these. um, so that is my plan. I'm still debating on splitting this vlog into half because it's gonna be a lot longer than I thought. Because I was not expecting to getting all these extra indie books when I started this vlog. So I may split it in half and already go ahead and post the first half. Um, so yeah, just letting you know. But so like I said, I want to start this book tomorrow. I want to hopefully get at least halfway through, depending on how I feel. Um, I would like to get halfway through and then maybe the other half the next day, or depending on how much of a reading mood I'm actually in and how much I'm enjoying it, maybe I can read the entire thing in one day. I mean, it's what 400 some pages, and I've read that much in one day before, so maybe. Like I said, it all depends on my mood and my reading mood and everything. But yeah, so yeah, I loved Mariel. Mariel, I think that's how you pronounce her name. Um, Shadowrun Chronicles, each one is based on a different character from this realm. I think there's going to be 6 books. Um, and so there's Maeve. Actually, this was the very first indie series I ever read, I believe. So, a little fun fact there. And then, so there's Maeve, Matthew, Justin, Mariel. And the next one's supposed to be Annabelle, and then I think Carolyn. I think I may be pronouncing her name wrong, but yeah. So yeah, I will update you more on how I end up reading if I get to it. Like I said, I really want to at least start that book, maybe get halfway through if I can, and finish it maybe depending on my reading mood. So I'll let you know how that goes. I have not updated you while I read the God of the Forgotten Things. That's the title, right? Yeah, the God of Forgotten Things. Okay, I didn't actually think that. I didn't need to. Okay, I've not updated while I read it because I read it in one day. I'm not even kidding. Like seriously, I read this in one day. Technically, it's after midnight, but I read it in less than 24 hours, so I'm considering that one day. I read it in one day. Um, it was just amazing. I could not put it down. So I obviously loved it. rated it 5 stars. I reviewed it on Amazon and Goodreads, as per usual, and I absolutely loved it. It was just so good, and I love the comparisons with and from book one and this book, and I loved how close Lauren and Val got. And so minor spoilers here, they end up in Lauren's world um, throughout this book, and I just love like it kind of because of it, it kind of parallels some things in book one, and Lauren and Val have all got closer, and I love that it kind of shows Lauren like what life could be if she was back in her world, and it kind of helps her finally realize where she's meant to be, and I really like that. But I absolutely love this book. It was just so good. I'm not gonna get too much into it because I have a review to film, but I absolutely loved it, and I obviously loved it. I mean, I finished it one day, but yeah, it was just so good. I could not put it down. Like I said, I spent most of today just reading it, and it's 466 pages. So, I mean, this is the first time I read a book this big, but still, um, I don't do it every day. So, I have to be really into it to do that. I have no idea if I'm going to be starting book four tomorrow, or technically today, because like I said, it's after midnight. Um, because I want to get some writing done. So maybe I'll take a break from reading for a day. But at the same time, I kind of want to find out what happens. And this is the last book of the series for now, and that's published. So there's still one more book, but and then I'll have to wait for that book. I have no idea when it's gonna be published, so that's fun. um, but yeah, so I definitely want to uh continue the series, and I absolutely loved it. I definitely highly recommend it. For people who love fantasy, obviously fantasy, um, and it's just in other worlds. It's really good, and definitely check it out. Hi, I haven't updated in the last few days. I actually read this. I started this book. As you can tell, I'm like over halfway. So, a few days ago I read it until I read like 100 pages. I think it was like 100 pages exactly. And then I didn't read for a couple days. Um, I didn't do much of anything for those couple days. I wasn't feeling that great, so I was just kind of not doing much, just watching TV. But um, I've been reading most of today, so I'm a lot further now. Or not most of today, but last few hours I've been reading almost nonstop. I did just take a break, but I'm starting again, and I'm on page 310, and there's 500 pages exactly. So I wanted to finish this today. I don't know if I still will. I don't know. It depends on how tired I am and how late I'm willing to stay up to finish it. I don't know. I really want to know what happens. But at the same time, I also know when I finish, I won't be able to get to the fifth book because this book isn't published yet. So I'm kind of scared. And all the other books kind of left off with cliffhangers. So I'm kind of scared to finish this book. At the same time, I don't want to stop. So I might finish it. I'm also reading several and then stopping watching a little TV as I try to work on this quiz because a while ago I learned how to make my own quizzes and I made a Jasmine Perez quiz, which was my first book series I made. I think I did that right after the prequel was published, so there was some prequel questions in there as well. Not as many as the original trilogy, but there were a few prequel questions. And um, I made two. One was which Jasmine Perez character are you? And then one was basically just a trivia, like several questions to see how well you actually know the book series. And now, and then I remembered about that, and I had meant to do the Curse's Light once I finished it, but I never did. So I'm doing that now. And then once I finish the Queen of Monsters and publish that, which is book three in the Real Monsters trilogy, I plan to do it as well. I want the third book done because I want at least the questions for the first three books to be in there, and then not the prequel trilogy because that won't be done by then, won't even be started by then, but maybe some questions from the novella. So let me know if you want questions from the novellas in that one when I do it. But it probably won't be until the end of this year because I want to get it published at December, but it might not happen. We'll see. It might not be until next year, but I really want to publish in December. Actually, I wanted to publish it December 4th because I want to publish on my birthday. I don't even know why. I just do. I lost my train of thought. But so yeah, I've also been doing that because I did the which Curse's Light character are you quiz, and last few days I've kind of been working on the Chris's I call it the ultimate Chris's Light trivia quiz, and I'm currently kind of skimming through it. I finished skimming through the first book and now I'm skimming through this one. I only have 10 questions left because I have a certain amount of questions I want to put in there. So I only have 10 questions I need to do. But it's been a while since I've worked on the series, of law I don't remember. So I've just been kind of doing research while watching TV, while I'm on my breaks from reading, whenever I need a break from reading because I've been reading a lot. So yeah, I'm trying to be productive since I haven't the last couple of days. So I don't know how late I'll stay up. It's 12:58 a.m. now on the 20th, and yeah. Um. So yeah, that is what I'm doing. I also kind of came up with the idea to do this live show on the 25th, which is the day my new novella will be released, and it's the second novella because the first novella came out recently. What day? The 10th, I think. I think it was the 10th. And so and it's not just a release party for the novella itself, it's a release party for 10 books being published. This vlog will be coming out after it. I'm just saying that I may also take breaks to work on what I'm going to do for the live show because I really like the idea, and I'm thinking about maybe letting people ask me questions in the chat about my books, any of my books, my Jonathan Press series, Chris's Life series, the Monsters series, whatever. Um, but yeah, so it's not all reading, but it's all productive. So yay! But I have done a lot of reading, which is good because last couple of days I got zero reading. And like I said, I only read the first 100 pages before I started reading today, and now I'm on page. What did I say? I forgot what I said. 310 or 311. I don't remember which page I stopped on, but I'm on one of these. So I think it's 310. No, no, it's 311. Never mind. I read that part. Okay, so yeah, I'm on page 311, and which is pretty good. So that's 200 pages I've already read. Yeah. Um, and I definitely want to at least get to page 400 tonight, if nothing else. And I do want to finish this quiz tonight. So after I get to page 400, I'll take another break, finish the quiz, and then I'll decide if I'm tired enough, if I want to go to sleep or not. Because I also kind of want to start the second book in the Mantis variant series. I forgot what the second book was called. I think it's the Mantis Equilibrium or something. So I really want to start that because I really love the Mantis variant, but I wanted to finish the series first since I did start the series and I was really enjoying it before I took a break because I took a month off of reading, which I've already explained. So yeah, um, but so I really do want to finish this and then finish that series, and then I have so many books I want to read. But the next several days I plan to mostly read, um, because I want to catch up because I'm behind on my Goodreads goal and stuff for the 2023 challenge because of the month I took off of reading. So I kind of want to catch up the rest of this month. So I think I can finish these indie books, especially since I want to do a lot of reading. I also want to get some writing done. Don't get me wrong, because I want to finish this current novella this month and get it off that I'm writing and get it off to my beta reader, and then maybe get that published early next month. These novellas are pretty easy and to write and to read. So I know both times that once my beta reader started them, I think she finished them at least with 2 days, if not less. So um, I want to do that. So I will get writing done this month as well. I just want to definitely focus on reading and not watch as much TV because last few days since I wasn't feeling well, I've been watching a lot more TV. I've been trying to catch up on Brooklyn Nine-Nine because I was doing so much writing and reading and stuff. And I was also watching a TV show with my mom that we recently just found that we have not watched in years because it is a hard show to watch. It's a show from the 80s. So we've been watching that. We were watching that a lot the first several seasons because I've only seen the first 5 seasons all the way through. After that, it's pretty much new territory, except for an episode here or there I managed to find. But yeah, so now we're on season 7. It's episodes we haven't seen, but I'm gonna kind of take a break from TV, so that I could um, read and also get some writing done. And yeah, and this quiz should be done. I'm hoping tonight. So if I can't get it done tonight, then I won't have to worry about it anymore. I can just focus on reading and writing and playing the live show, which shouldn't be that hard because, like I said, I pretty much think I know what I kind of want to be. So yeah, I got a little off topic. Oh well. And I want to say I know I mentioned that I thought about splitting this vlog into half, and I decided not to because I don't want to split because I know I just decided not to because I now have a lot of indie books I want to read on um, KU now that I have KU, and because of it, I'm going to um, probably make another indie reading vlog whenever I start those books, which might actually be next month because now I have a lot of indie books that I really want to read. So next month might also end up kind of being an indie month for me. I will eventually read non-indie books again because I have a whole bunch of books I want to read. But honestly, I won't be surprised by the end of the year if I read more indie books than non-indie books, and I wouldn't be surprised if my best books of 2023 video that I will come out with at the end of the year or beginning of next year or whenever I come out with it um, will mostly be indie books. Don't get me wrong, there will be some non-indie books in there because I definitely have one in mind that I absolutely loved, probably because it's from my favorite author. That I definitely have to add to that list. So it won't be just indie books, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's mostly indie books, just to warn you. But there's nothing wrong with that because indie books are awesome, and I'm glad I'm finally reading more of them because I've been wanting to, but I was broke, and I was finally able to get some, and now I have some, and now I have KU, so now I can read them. I probably will still buy them in physical though, eventually once I have the money because I do prefer physical, and if I ever want to reread, which I tend to do with books I really enjoy, um, I know there's several books that I probably reread 100 times. Okay, there's only a few books I've read 100 times, but almost every book that I have read that I own, I've reread at least once, if not twice. But there are a couple books I've read so many times that I know them front to back. Um, I keep losing my train of thought. Oh my gosh, I'm just rambling over here. But yeah, so point is, I'm loving indie books, and I probably will still buy the physicals eventually, and then I can support these indie authors through KU and through buying their books. So it's a win-win. There's also a couple indie books that weren't on KU that were kind of the first books I thought of when I got KU because they were the books I wanted to read the most. But now I can't, and now I'm sad. But oh well. I'll buy them eventually. They'll definitely be the first indie books I buy once I can because, like I said, one of them is a part of a series that I haven't been able to get to, and the other one is just a book I've been wanting to read for a while. So yeah. um, but that is all for this update. I did not mean to rant this much, but oh well. So I'm going to continue reading this book. It's the fourth book in the Warriors of Bria. It's called The Hidden Goddess, and I'm really enjoying it. People are starting to come back together because everyone's been separated. Everyone's been separated, but everyone's kind of back together almost. So it's gonna be very exciting, and it's just in time for the last book of the series. Because from what I've heard, the fifth book is gonna be the last official book in the series. Although I think she said she had like a sequel series in plan, or maybe a prequel one, or maybe both. I don't remember. But yeah, so definitely check this out if you haven't. I've been loving it. I finished the third book in literally a day. And this book, I finished it pretty quickly. If I would have finished sooner if I wasn't feeling well those couple of days. But yeah, like I said, I'm loving this series. Definitely check it out, and I will talk to you guys in my next update. It is 1 o'clock a.m. Why am I still up? Oh well, I want to finish reading. Will I finish this book tonight? To be determined. I will let you know.
Hi. So I finished reading The Hidden Goddess is over there, and it's under some stuff, so I don't want to grab it. But I finished it, and I loved it. I rated it 5 stars, reviewed it on Amazon and Goodreads. I have not done filmed a review for it yet. I hope to do it today, no promises, but definitely tomorrow at the latest. Um, and I actually finished it earlier today, 6:40 p.m. I finished it. I want to say around 2:33ish, but then I cleaned a little, I ate, and then I watched a little bit of TV, and I got a little bit of writing done, and now I'm about to turn on my music and really get some writing done. My sister wanted to watch a show that we have that well I was technically watching it, but then she started getting kind of into it, and then she wanted to watch a couple episodes. So I was like, sure, why not? I'll watch it with you and get a little bit writing done. But now she's outside playing with friends, so I am going to um try music and really get some writing done. I'm working on my novella for the Realm Monster series, so that's gonna be fun. But I plan to start the second book to the Mantis variant. I don't know if I'll start it today, but I definitely will start it tomorrow. And maybe, hey, depending on how the day is and how I feel, my reading mood and all that, maybe I can finish it one day. I have no idea how long it is. The first book was only about 100-ish pages. I have no idea how big the second book is, but yeah, I'm excited to start it. And
especially with how book one ended. I'm still sad about how book one ended because my favorite character died. She was murdered. Okay, she wasn't murdered. She sacrificed herself, but still. And it made me sad. It might have made me cry. And yeah, but I'm excited to start the second book and see how that is. And I have the art copies of books two and three, and he said that, uh, and I think we agreed that I'm gonna better read his fourth book once and next month when he's done with the edits, which will be awesome because then I get to read his fourth book soon after I finish books two and three, so I won't have to wait. Like I have to wait for the fifth book of this series because it's not yet published. I have no idea when it will be. So yay! But I'll let you know how that goes as I do it. And yeah, so I'll update you soon.